Alright, we got the Lions today, and the Lions are calling this a revenge game. Who are you getting revenge on? None of these players basically played in that game back in January. All the players that did play in that game are essentially on IR or hurt. Yeah, it's hard to even get excited for games like this because, you know, if it couldn't get worse, last week we lost Luke, we lost Jaden. Now, there's a silver lining. Jaden is not as bad as we thought, but the problem is we still lost Jaden and we lost Lattimore. And some people will be like, well, what did Lattimore do? Look, it's another guy we don't have. You know, we're scraping the bottom of players that we can get. And, you know, I'm excited to watch Marcus play, but I just have no faith in our defense. And we go 3 and out on the first drive. Of course we do. Now our defense is taking the field. That doesn't terrify me at all. And look, Amon-Ra St. Brown wide open. And they score a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs wide open across the middle because, as I said all season, we just let guys get across the middle and then we want to make contact. But here's the thing, the Lions got speedy guys with Jahmyr Gibbs, Jameson Williams. So if you let them get the ball in open field, you ain't catching them. I see Joe Witt is on the defensive sideline now. Well, at least he can see us suck in better quality. And Noah Igbinoghene with a good return? Okay. That's been the only highlight of this season, is kick returns. And if there is a bright side, Treylon Burks being on the team has potential for the future. I think this could be really good for us. Kind of an A.J. Brown body style. So, you know, if we can get him going and really get him in a good groove, especially when we get Terry, Noah, and Debo, like, having that big bully size receiver could be really big for us. And Matt Gay scored a field goal. Okay, well, we scored. We scored. Hey. We scored. And Amon-Ra scores a touchdown. The thing about our defense that aggravates me the most, there's no discipline whatsoever. They stand and look aloof the entire time. Now, at what point does it become scheme versus player? Because scheme can put you in the wrong position. But sometimes the guys are there and they just look aloof. Like they're just not aware of anything that's happening around them. And then the guy gets the ball and, oh shoot, guy has ball. Well, you could have seen the quarterback look him down. Also, you could have seen the quarterback throw to him and see him catch it. And in the process of that 2.3 seconds, you could have made a move to at least try to contest it. But no, you don't try to contest it. You stand there and watch it happen right in front of you. I don't get it. I don't get the defense. At what point is it Joe's fault versus the player's fault? And our offense doesn't move the ball again. I love when we make first contact 5 yards behind the line and they still proceed to get like 8 yards or even maybe a first down. It's like on plays like where Raymond's wide open. The defense didn't even account for him. No one even moved with him when he went into the slot. Like, there was just nothing there. No one was there whatsoever. And Jahmyr Gibbs scores another touchdown. And Daron Payne is ejected. Couldn't get worse. It got worse. And Amos is hurt. And they go for the 2-point. Why? And Jalen Lane with the deep catch. Jalen Lane, you know, coming into his own, it's been a bright spot, I guess. And our offense is actually moving the ball down the field. And Chris Rodriguez runs in for a touchdown. Let's go. Captain of the week almost took out the camera woman. Let's have our awareness up a little bit more, Rodriguez. But yeah, hey, we're going into the half and it's only like a 2-score game. Nope, not. Hope's not. No. We actually hold them to a field goal? Wow. Congratulations, defense. But Jameson Williams left wide open. It's either Jahmyr Gibbs or Jameson Williams. It's one of the either's. Why is it so difficult for us to do anything? Like, these are majority the same guys that played last year. And not that our defense was great last year, but it certainly was not this. And Jameson Williams scores a touchdown, flips into the end zone because, you know, we're trying to tackle around the shoulder pads instead of engaging and wrapping up around the waist because football technique does not exist with our defense. You know, I had a dream the other night that Ryan Kerrigan came out of retirement. What do you think, Ryan? Offense gets the ball back and offense is moving? I'll give them credit. Offense has not looked bad today. They've actually looked okay. And Treylon Burks with an amazing catch. Debo's wide open. Debo touchdown! Oh, we scored another touchdown. We scored 2 touchdowns. We scored 2 touchdowns today. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. But we can't get a 2-point because we can't have but so much nice things. And let's just acknowledge that President Donald Trump called the touchdown. 2025 is drunk. This season is drunk. You can't make this stuff up. And Jameson Williams continues to be wide open. We hold him to another field goal? That's 2 touchdowns we didn't allow. That might be a record for us. 35-16, we still don't have a chance. But hey, we held him to a field goal. And Amon-Ra St. Brown Wide open. Again. That's our defense. And Jahmyr Gibbs cuts loose for a touchdown. Another touchdown. Sweet Lord. It's just numb at this point. It's not even like frustration. There's no anger. It's just numbness. But hey, we blocked the extra point. Woo! This season is just about finding silver linings. Like 2023, there was like anger, right? There was like anger because the team was just bad. We're supposed to be good with Eric Bieniemy. Sam Howell was supposed to be the guy. Ron was supposed to finally get this thing on track with the new ownership. There was like anger and frustration with how that season went. This season, it's like everyone's hurt. You don't have your star players. We had all this crap in the offseason. It's not even anger. It's just like, what the heck happened? And Ben Sinnott with the touchdown. Alright. I like seeing Ben Sinnott get involved a little bit more. He's made some good plays over the last few games. We drafted him decently high. Like, let's get him some more touches in the games. Come on now. And again, we cannot get the 2 point. 41-22. Lions kick another field goal. 44-22. Game over. Like I said, this season is just frustrating. There's really no other words for it. It's just disappointing. When you don't have Terry, you don't have Jaden, you don't have Dietrich Wise, you don't have Durance Armstrong, you don't have, and I love him or hate him, we don't have Marshawn Lattimore, we don't have Austin Eckler. We lost all these pieces that were supposed to make this team full. And we lost Luke McCaffrey too, and not to mention everyone else. And in this game, lost Deron Payne in the second quarter, and we're not going to have him next week. We have lost Trey Amos, potentially. Jonathan Jones still nursing that injury. Frankie Louvu's got that injury. Bobby Wagner was looking a little hurt in times in the game. Like, this team is hurt. There's no way to work around it. And it's just numbingly sad to watch these games because it's just like, well, what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do when you're pulling guys off the street? Like, the Lions dealt with this last year, but it wasn't in positions that, like, you still had your main guys. You still had Goff. You still had Jahmyr. You still had Jameson. You still had Amon-Ra. And on defense, you had key players in certain positions. But for us, we don't have anyone in our key positions. No one. So what are we supposed to do? You know? When the team that your entire offseason is built around forming doesn't exist, what are you supposed to do? That's the thing. So it's disappointing, man. But on to Madrid next week against the Dolphins, who I thought was going to be an easy game. They just beat the Bills, so who the heck knows anymore. But as it always is, guys, hail to the Commanders. Raise hail, baby. Let's get it. Let's go!